Thanks for joining us. Gratz family and all this fun stuff happening today. So I chose the chair. I love the chair. And I'm just going to make a little theme today because there's so many exercises we can do on the chair. But, you know, we could be here for 2 hours. It's so fun to do the chair. So I'm going to have a little theme for you today of the pull-up. And we're going to do the first exercise. We're going to do the pull-up. And then we're going to do all these other exercises that's going to help you to get more out of your pull-up. Okay? So you're going to start with 2 springs in the middle, or you can do one top, one bottom. So whatever you feel comfortable with, you're going to do 2 in the middle, 2 springs in the middle, or you're going to do one top, one bottom. And I don't know if you warmed up and you have been doing all the other fun classes with the amazing teachers that we have in this world that are here today. So if you're not, you're going to warm up soon after you do the pull-up. So you have 2 in the middle, or if you need more help, one top, one bottom. You're going to press the pedal down, lifting your energy up, 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 up. Then you bring your hands on the edge of the chair. You're going to step the other foot. You do have your little Pilates feet, so your heels are together and your toes apart. You're going to bring your head in between the shoulders, and you're going to scoop your pedal up. You're not going to stick your bum up. You're going to keep your bum down, and you push the chair with your back and your core, and you lifting your pedal all the way up. And ideally, you're going to do that 2 more times. Ideally, you're going to bring your pedal all the way up until you have no more help from the spring. And one more time, push your chair away with your back, pull your tummy in, wrap your thighs, and pull your tummy to bring the pedal up. Good, so hopefully you warmed up now. Nice, so now you're going to do another exercise to connect your hands to your back and to your center. So you're going to take 1 spring off. So now you have 1 spring in the middle. You're going to maybe have a little pad or a t-shirt or something, and you're going to lie on your back. But before you lie on your back, you're going to bring the pedal with you. So you can either bring your hands on the pedal, or you can bring your hands on the frame, which I prefer actually. So you have your arms nice and straight, and your bum consequently is really close to the pedal, depending on how long your arms are. And we're going to pump the pedal. So you have 1 spring in the middle, and you pump the pedal with your back, with your center sinking into the floor. So next time we do the pull-up, your hands are going to be pushing into the chair, connected to your back and your center. So you're breathing into your nose, and you exhale through the nose. And your arms maintain nice and straight. If you bend your elbows, you're going to disconnect from your back and from your core today. So we're going to work on your arms nice and straight. So you're pumping your arms from your back, from your core, and you're breathing in, and you exhale out. 2 more times, breathe in for 5, exhale for 5. 1 more, breathe in for 5, exhale for 5. And now roll up with your pedal. Nice. So then we're going to sit up nice and tall. Make sure you have a nice distance. I like the heels of your hands on the pedal and not your fingers. So your fingers are not going to be on the pedal. You're going to do your spine stretch forward. You're going to think of, before you think of pressing the pedal down, you're going to push the ceiling with your head, pull your tummy in and up, and that your pedal is going to float down. So you're only pressing the pedal down because you're lifting, you're pulling everything in and up. So imagine I'm behind you and I'm pulling you with me to go that way and up to the ceiling and in front of the wall in front of you, and resist your pedal up. Again, go up and forward And then your paddle is just gonna float it down because your tummy is working so hard. You're really pulling that pubic bone into your belly button. Now, don't let the paddle bring you up without you deciding when and how to. And again, scoop in and up, go up and forward, a giant C, the letter C, the C curve, but giant C, not a tiny C, and resist. Now keep your right hand half of the paddle, so the middle of the half, one hand behind your head, so your right side can connect. And you stay nice and square, and we go scoop in and up to float your paddle down. Your head is pressing into your hand is pressing into your head, and you bring it up. You may not go as far because you have only one arm versus two strong arms. Now that arm is not moving from the shoulder and the neck, it's moving from the back muscles, from the waist, from the core, just like Joseph Pilates used to say, switch hands. He says that your hands starts down here. So you're pressing the paddle as you lift your body and you stay nice and tall today. It's just a modification. There's other modifications for this exercise. Resist the pedal. And again, lift in and up. Press the pedal down with your waist, with your back. Strong connection to the back. Resist the pedal coming up. One more. And lift and press the pedal down. Your feet are flexed. You push your energy out there, up, and behind you. Resist the pedal coming up. Good, so we're creating this back connection, right? So now, let's add one spring to the middle. And let's see if our pull-up is going to get a little better, right? Because you did your back connection. So now you have two springs in the middle. We're going to lift to press the pedal down. And we're going to bring your hands to the back. Now we found that back connection, and we're going to push the chair. We're not going to hold on to dear life. We're pushing the chair with your back. We lift the heels, head in between the shoulders, and you pull your waist to the ceiling to bring the paddle up. And all the way. And then you bring your paddle down. Let's do two more times. Scoop to go up. Pushing your chair away with your strong back. And down with control. One more. Scoop, waist through the ceiling, pushing your chair away. Come all the way until there's no more help from the springs, and you bring the paddle down. Beautiful. Now control your way out of it. Hands on the outside. Stay nice and tall. Resist your paddle up. Nice, good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do your tendon stretch. So you're going to sit on the paddle, on the chair. Your arches are going to press the pedal down. Your hands are going to go in the front of the chair, and your toes are coming up. So you're pushing the heels away. So this is just like the pull-up. We're facing this way versus that way, and it's much harder. So we do the same thing. You're going to push the paddle, the chair away with your back, and you scoop the paddle up. So it's the same idea, and scoop to bring it back. So you want to wrap your thighs, make two legs become one leg, and scoop to go up. Keep the arms nice and active, and resist to go down. Lovely. Of course, one day you don't want to touch this back off the edge, but if you need to, please do. Stay safe, safety first. But you really want to round into yourself before you do that. So your thighs don't touch the edge. You want to bring your hips to the ceiling. Toes away from the pedal, and bring the pedal back down. Wonderful. Have a seat. Bring the paddle back up. Let's step off. Let's bring one spring in the middle again. So you're just gonna take one off. So you take one spring off, you have one off, and we're going to do the press down, thinking of your pull up. So your arms are gonna come up, you're going to be 1 foot distance from the chair, very center on the chair, wrap your thighs, pull everything in, zip up your core, lift the arms, dive into the pedal, keep your heels of your feet nice and light, and this is your pull up all over again. So because it's safer to stay on the floor, really bring your head in between your shoulders. Scoop everything up to the ceiling and press the pedal down. So this is your pull up, a version of your pull up, your build up exercise for a better pull up. Stay nice and connected into yourself and bring the pedal up. So remember, your arms are still connected to your back and your center. Press the pedal down. Keep your heels nice and light. Resist the pedal coming up. Press the pedal down. Your core through the ceiling, your head in between the shoulders. Your legs are wrapping together. And resist the pedal to come up. And stoop to press the pedal down. Ribs, sternum in. Waist nice and tiny. Now stay here. See if you can push the pedal further than you go, so you're not moving the pedal at all. And you're going to push the pedal away with your back and lift your heels up, 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 and lower the heels. That's all we're doing. And again, scoop to lift your heels and dive into this pull-up variation. So it's a pull-up version on the floor. So you're lifting the heels. There's lots of thinking. You have to be a very mind-body exercise. Think of what you're doing. Lifting the heels to dive into that pedal. To lift from your center, connected to your back, and bring your heels back. Now push that pedal down. Keep your heels light, wrapping your thighs. Push the pedal down as you're coming up. So your back and your core is determined how fast your pedal is coming up. Good, bring your arms up to the ceiling and press down. Good, so now we're gonna go in the back of the chair to do something very similar. But if you see, that's the same shape as the pull-up, but in a much safer place. So you're going to do something similar on your knees. All we're going for is that rounding, is that pressing to pull, yeah? So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go back a little bit. You're still wrapping those thighs. Your hips are forward. Your core is in. You lift the arms up. You dive into that pedal. You pull in your waist and your ribs through the ceiling. Bring your head in between the shoulders, the same shape as the pull-up, and scoop up through the ceiling to press your pedal down. You decide how low you want to go. You need to come back up and round into yourself. And so that's what's going to determine how far you're going to go is, oops, can I come up? Or did I go too far? Do I need a little bit of assistance? I actually don't assist my clients too much on this one, so can they work harder? I'm there for them, but I'm not holding their ankles down and helping them too much, because I believe it takes from the exercise and you don't feel it. So this is your roll up, isn't it? You're going down, and then you pull your pedal into your body, into your ribs, into your belly. Now, last time, and I'm keeping your arms straight just because of the theme of the pull up. Up, 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 up. And bring your arms straight up, keeping your hips forward and pressing your arms down. Nice. Good, so now let's see how our pull-ups feel like. So we're gonna add one spring in the middle. And we're going to see, can I get more out of this pull-up craziness? So one thing that we need to think about it is, so we're gonna press down, scoop up, lift the energy to help you to press your pedal down. Otherwise, it's just choreography, it's not just pressing it down and feeling anything. Hands back there. Before we do the pull up, we're going to think of this pushing the chair as you're pressing the pedal down. So your head is in between the arms, just like you did when you were standing in front doing the press down on the floor. Scoop yourself, and then consequently your pedal is going to come up. And you're pushing your chair away. And you come down nice and slow. Let's do 2 more times. Tailbone down, scoop from your waist. You don't need to move your hips. You have a strong center. Up, 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 until there's no more help from the springs. And then down with control. Last one, scoop to go up, pushing your chair away. Feel like a superhero. And down with control. And rest. Now the next exercise will be the tendon stretch. You're here, you made a nice connection with the back. You're going to feel like you're about to do another pull up, and you're going to stay there. And all you're doing is you're going to lower your heels and lift your heels from your waist. Lower the heels. Lift the heels from your ribs, going through the ceiling. And lower the heels. And lift from your scoop as you push the chair away. So you keep the same shape that we kept this whole time. Your head is in between your shoulders. You round into yourself. Last time, lift the heels, hold, pull everything in, and release. Nice, bring your hands on the sides if you want. 1 foot down, and bring the pedal up. Good, so now we're going to take 1 spring off. So hopefully your pull up is getting better now. And we're going to do one that's the roll up. Because if you think about it, the pull up is just like the roll up. So you're going to press the pedal down, maybe a little further back. So if you have a pad or something for your back, or maybe hardcore, you don't need it. So you're pressing the pedal down, and the pedal wants to come up, right? Because it's so hard to keep it down. So you're going to keep your legs straight. You're going to decide, do I want the pedal on my heels or on my ankles? And you won't go very far because it's very humbling. So this is your pull up, isn't it? So you go down a little bit. Trust me, this is really hard. And then you're going to press that pedal down to go up and forward. So your roll up is the same shape as the pull up. So you go down, keeping that pedal down. And then once your pedal starts coming up, that means you went too far. Maybe that's the time to come back. And you pull to roll forward. Now, if that's too much for you, you can always bring 1 spring from the middle to the bottom. 2 more, going down with control, seeing how far can I go, then my pedal is not gonna come up. It's very humbling. Going down, 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 maybe going further than I am. Good for you, with your paw. And then you scoop to come back up. And round. Beautiful, you go all the way forward. See how you trust your body to bring your head in between your shoulders? So you need to trust your body to do the same when you're doing the pull-up. It's the same thing. Last one, going down, 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 down. And then you pull to do the last one to come up. And then you go all the way forward, head in between the shoulders. You look just like the pull-up and release. Good, so now we're going to do our pull-up again. So control your pedal and bring the pedal up. Good, so now let's do 1 more pull-up. One more exercise to share. So all these things, of course, you're going to be working on in weeks and months and years. So we press the pedal down, bring your energy in and up. So your core is helping you to press that pedal down. You bring the arms back. You stand with both feet. Remember your roll up. You diving into the chair. It's like you're diving into a pool, isn't it? So heels together, toes apart. Your heels are nice and high. You pull, think of your tendon stretch. And you pull, think of your roll up on the Wunda chair. Pull into your center to lift the pedal up. So it doesn't become just choreography, it's work. It has to be very hard to be Pilates, isn't it? Otherwise, it's just choreography. Pull, 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 pull with your legs. Pull, pull, push with your hands. And roll back. Lovely. Hands on the side. Control your pedal. And bring it up with control. Nice. Let's do the teaser. So you're going to sit on the floor again with one spring. You sit on the floor. And if you think about it, it's kind of the same shape as the pull up as well. So you're going to bring your heels very close to the edge, heels together, toes apart, hands on the pedal. And depending on how wide your shoulders are, maybe you want on the frame. Now you're going to do this should feel just like the spine stretch forward, right? So you lift to go up and forward and press the pedal down with your back and your core, and you resist the pedal coming up. Let's do it 2 more times. Go up and forward, press the pedal down as you go up, up, forward, forward, scoop, and resist to come up. Last time, press down. Now keep the pedal down there, don't let it come up. That's the energy of pressing down. And lift your legs off the chair, one into yourself. And again, press the pedal down, lift the legs, scoop deeper, your belly button to the spine. Your pubic bone, all of the muscles attached to the pubic bone, you pull that in. And 2, 1 more, keep the pedal down, lift the legs. Think of your pull up, lifting that pedal with your feet. And resist. Coming back up. Nice. So now let's do our grand finale with your pull up now. So you should feel super connected to your center now because of all these wonderful exercises that we have that builds up to that. So now we have 2 springs in the middle and we're going to do our final one. So we're going to bring your right or left foot. If you want to switch sides, you're going to challenge your left foot to press down more. Lift up tall, press down. Bring your hands on the edge of the chair, heels together, toes apart. My heels are staying up the whole time. And that's why it's nice to practice the tendon stretch. So if your heels are moving, doing all these wiggling things when you're going up, that means you're cheating, you're using your joints versus your center. So I want you to think that your tailbone is going to go down to the floor and your waist is going to go up to the ceiling to maintain this honest connection with your feet. Head down in between the shoulders, tailbone down, pushing the chair, heels are together, and you scoop, and then naturally your pedal come up. And you're diving into that pool, lifting the pedal all the way up and then down with control. So your bum is not initiating the movement. It's your center. Your waist is going through the ceiling. You push the chair with your back and you come up. And there's lots of exercise that imitates the pull up. Bring it all the way up until there's no more tension. Now go halfway down and come up. 1, down, halfway and up. 2, last one, halfway down and up. Now can we stay up? Up, up, with control. Nice. Stretch your heels down and just stretch it out. Keep your head in between your shoulders. Very nice. Lift your heels. Hands on the side of the chair for safety. One foot. And then you resist your pedal coming up from your center. Yay. Bring your arms up. Lift your heels off the floor because you have that pull-up energy, right? So you're pulling everything in. You're wrapping your thighs just like you did on the pedal. Press the arms down, creating energy to go through the ceiling, and then you lower your heels with the energy of your pull-up to go on with your day. Thank you. Hopefully you enjoy that. Like I said, there's lots of fun exercises you can do on the Wunda chair. I just created this little theme, and this is now like, you must do these exercises before you do the pull-up, but it's just some ideas, because the pull-up, to do a beautiful pull-up with honesty from a true place and not just throwing things around is difficult. So hopefully you enjoy that.
Alexandra, thank you so much. Wonderful workout. Great. Merry Christmas from Graz. Happy holidays, everyone.
Thank you.
Great
Merry
practice.
Christmas.
Thank you for the Wunda workout.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.